All right, we're going to take a quick break and let's talk about what we have learned so far. Okay, so all right, answer this question. What did Robert Millikan discover? Well, it's an American physicist, did the oil drop experiment, right? So he discovered, first of all, charge of the electron. So suspend the electron in the air using the electrical field. Okay, and with the not just that, with the using charge of electron and with mass per charge ratio of an electron discovered by J.J. Thomson, he can calculate the mass of the electron. So he found he got this too. What else? So match the experiment and theory to a person. The first one, the law of conservation of mass. Who discovered that? Anthony Lavoisier, Antoine Lavoisier. Who did the gold foil experiment? The Ernest Rutherford. Good. And who did the discharge tube? The Thomson, J.J. Thomson. Okay, discovery of an electron. And the oil drop experiment, that Robert Millikan. And the last one, you know. Okay. All right, going further. So Rutherford still didn't know what really were in nucleus exactly. So right now we have proton, we have electron, we haven't had neutron yet, right? So, and this still doesn't make sense to Rutherford. Look at right here. So, a hydrogen atom, I mentioned before, so contain one proton and one electron. If you can find a scale that can weigh the mass of an atom, the mass that show up on the scale, it should be a mass of proton and electron, right? It should be like that. But here's what happened. Helium, when he put helium on the scale, he found out that it seems like there are 4 protons and 2 electrons. But the problem is that's not neutral. Helium atom is neutral, right? So there's something going on in here. He still doesn't know. This doesn't make sense to him. Hydrogen it works for hydrogen, but go to the helium atom. Still no, it doesn't work for 4 protons, 2 electrons. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so in 1932, a few years, so 21 years, 22. 23, about 20 years later, after the Rutherford did go for experiment. So there's a discovery of an unknown radiation. This one by James Chadwick. Okay, so James Chadwick is a German scientist. Found an unusual particle. He found that if an alpha particle goes through an object made from beryllium, boron, or lithium, there's an unknown radiation coming out, and this unknown radiation can knock proton out of an object. Okay, with the thorough analysis of this unknown particle, unknown radiation, in 1932, he found that, hey, this radiation has no charge. It's neutral, so we call it neutron. And this, the mass of neutron is only 0.1% higher than the mass of proton. It's really close in mass. Right, so the neutron and proton are really close in mass, but both of them have 1,000 times heavier than the mass of the electron. And he got the Nobel Prize in 1935. Right? At this point, in 1932, so we know that the particles in an atoms are proton, neutron, and electron. So we have all the charge, the charge and the mass of all particles. Okay, so go back right here. So to answer the Rutherford, it doesn't make sense to Rutherford. The 2 protons right here, no, and that's actually the neutron. Okay, a neutron doesn't have charge, so the whole atoms is neutral. Okay, all right, let's go to going further. The next video.